Just gonna videotape because he's coming up behind me. And I just wanna get through this gate, get to my car.
A woman known for sharing her travel experiences set out on what was meant to be a peaceful hike. The weather was calm, the trail was quiet, and everything felt normal at first. But that feeling didn't last.
So, there's this guy back there in the white shirt on the trail. He just came up to me and said, "I think you're really attractive. Is it okay if I get to know you?" Like, just out of the blue, stop me. Those creepy things like that make me like, yeah, no. I mean, oh, that was really creepy. Like, I'm making sure he's not following me now. Coming back. Okay, here he is, back there.
As she continued along the path, she noticed a biker pass by her. Then again, and again, each time circling back. At first it seemed odd, but not enough to raise alarm, until it did. Not long after, another man approached her directly, trying to start a conversation, asking questions that immediately made her uncomfortable. In that moment, everything shifted. Trusting her instincts, she turned back, cutting her hike short and heading straight for her car.
Just gonna videotape because he's coming up behind me. And I just wanna get through this gate, get to my car. So this way, I don't know if he's gonna get close enough, but I just don't want. I want him to know I have a camera too, just in case. Creepiness. Just so creepy. Back in my car. I don't know where he is. That seriously was like one of the creepiest moments I've ever had hiking out here. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he got in a car, I don't know, but I'm going home. I'm just making sure he's not following me out of the parking lot. This is seriously like creeping me completely out. I made it home and it just, I don't know, I feel I was attacked once in a mall parking lot, and a guy had kind of stalked me from the bank to the mall, and it kind of brought back memories of that kind of thing, and I just wanted to get the hell out of there. Just some, you know, you have that radar that goes off, like something creepy, something is weird, and you're hiking alone, you just, I don't know, it's one of those things. I always have my radar on, but I did not expect that today. Really did not expect that.
Her pace quickened, her heart racing, constantly looking over her shoulder, unsure if she was still being watched or followed. When she finally made it back to her car, the tension didn't ease. She scanned the area, but there was no sign of where the man had gone. With not one, but two unsettling encounters in such a short space of time, the experience brought back memories of a previous attack she had gone through. A reminder that even in places that seem peaceful, you're not always as alone as you think. Amanda has spent years traveling solo across the country, living life on the road and exploring new places. She understands the freedom that comes with it, but also the risks. During a recent trip in Arizona, she and a group of friends set up camp, expecting a peaceful stay. But that quickly changed.
I just got a message that the cops were called because of some crazy guy in camp, and he walked by my van. So, time to get out of my van. So we got the police here because we had some drama.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to record why he's here because I'm respectful. Oh, y'all. You know, I thought I heard some yelling this morning, right? Around 7:30. And, yeah, so a person approached camp. This is the second time he's approached camp in the last 4 days. Clearly unhinged. Came into our camp asking where Schoolypalooza was. This is the fourth person who's asked where Schoolypalooza is. They are in the wrong place. We are not it. But he essentially, Tracy told him to get away because he was clearly unhinged, went over to Tim's bus. He was asking Tim to kill him and all these really crazy things. The sheriff was called. He's on foot somewhere, and now the sheriff is trying to find him.
If everyone tries to kill me, with no exception, no matter what I do to camp, I don't have a life, I cannot love, I have no purpose, kill me. I cannot love.
Did you make the call, Dan? Huh? Did you make a call?
No.
Oh, I thought he said you were calling.
Huh?
Here. I got him. I can't call because I got him on here. Can you call the authorities?
Right now, show me. Okay. You said Adler. Show me. Help! 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 Show me or help me!
Someone approached their camp. Again, it was the second time in just a few days. And this time the encounter was more concerning. One of the campers was approached directly, with the man saying things that didn't sit right. The situation escalated enough that police were called. Officers arrived and began searching the area, warning the group that it wasn't safe and advising them to carry protection.
The sheriff warned us that this area has become not the safest. And that's really scary because this is a really beautiful area and it's somewhere I wanted to come back to, but if that sort of thing happens around here, yeah, I'm not coming back here alone. Tim did a really good job at maintaining his composure when dealing with this person. Now, Stan was also there as backup. He did not pull out a firearm. He had a tire iron. But it was handled and then the authorities showed up. Now, it's actually kind of scary because the cops warned all of us and told all of us that we should all be carrying firearms, which it's kind of weird to hear a police officer like tell you that straight up, but I am trained and experienced in the use of a firearm, especially as a solo female traveler. Unfortunately, we always have to watch our backs, and we live in a really scary, aggressive, mean, violent society.
That was enough. The group packed up and left, shaken by what had happened. Because even when you're not alone, situations like that are a reminder of how quickly things can turn and how vulnerable you can be out there. Mary shares her life on the road, traveling from place to place in her converted school bus, documenting her experiences along the way. She had spent years living this lifestyle, moving between campsites, embracing the freedom that came with it. But one night changed how she saw it. After settling into her campsite, she decided to set up additional cameras around the area just for peace of mind. The next morning, when she checked the footage, she was left with a chilling discovery.
I'm going to put the camera on this little footstool that I always put in front of my tent when I close it up for the night. It's basically just shooting right next to the bus. Probably not the most exciting place to put the camera. Probably should put it over by the creek. But for the first night, I don't even know if it's set up right, so I'm just going to leave it here. This morning I got up and my tent is open. And I mean, I know squirrels are always trying to get in there, but squirrels didn't do this. Squirrels can't operate a zipper. I haven't seen any here with opposable thumbs. And I always zip it shut from the top down to the bottom. But see, there's two zippers. And so it's open the other way. One zipper stays at the top after I zip it, and somebody unzipped it from the top down to the bottom. So right now it's like it's open like a flap, right? So it's open, it's zipped at the bottom. And when I first saw it, I thought, well, that's weird. But honestly, I didn't think that much about it because, I don't know, maybe I did it that way. I don't think I did. I never have before. But it wasn't until later in the morning that I thought about the critter cam. And I was like, oh, let's see what animals we got. So I popped it out, put it in, and I didn't capture any animals. I captured a guy. In the first part, it shot at like 8:30, and it just got like some campers walking to the restroom. But then nothing until 2:30. And then at 2:30, you should see these headlights. So it looks like the car's coming from around, like maybe either somebody drove in and they're turning around right now, or I don't know. I don't think it's a camper, but so the headlights come this way, and then it's a pickup truck that goes by. I don't recognize it. It could belong to a camper, could belong to somebody in the cabins up the road, but I know most of those cars. It's not a vehicle I recognize. Let's start with that. But right after it goes by, keep your eye on this over here. Okay, there he is. You see him? He's got glasses on that are shining. He's got on a baseball cap. It looks like he might have a goatee. And here he comes. He walks across. See, he's got a trash bag, it looks like. And I thought at first he had a backpack on, but you'll see in a minute it's not a backpack.
At around 2:30 a.m., a truck passed by, one she didn't recognize. Moments later, a man appeared, moving through her campsite with a flashlight, carefully looking around. He lingered.
Then it missed the first part of him, but then he comes back with a flashlight, and he's coming around, like I have a table over here with a bunch of stuff on it. He's coming around probably checking out what's on that table. I think okay, now look, here he comes. Now he's shining the flashlight in through the mesh of the tent, trying to see what's inside the tent. And you can see like his pants are all kind of frayed and everything, but he leaves again. He walks by, and he's going like probably over to the golf cart to see what's in the golf cart, because the golf cart's parked in front of the bus. And then he goes around. I think he must probably go around the bus and come back again. So give it a second. He's going to come back. There he goes, coming back around for another chance. And this time, he's not going to just look inside the tent. This time, yeah. Give him a second. There he goes. He's coming right to the tent. And look at this. He moves the camera. I mean, he moves the camera. I guess he doesn't know it's a camera, but he moves the steps with the camera so that he can unzip the tent and get inside. And then he's inside the tent for all. You can hear him plunking around, moving things, stuff like that. I have never seen any sign that anyone has done this before. But the fact is, when I'm in that bus, I don't see or hear anything. I put my curtains up, that's it, you know? But how weird is it that I set up my camera on the exact night that someone's going to come and rifle through my stuff? Ugh, it creeps me out.
The following day, she checked the exact spots he had been searching, going through her belongings. But nothing appeared to be missing, which only made it more unsettling. Because while she slept, completely unaware, a stranger had been walking through her camp in the middle of the night, deep in the woods. Connor is always pushing himself outdoors, taking on new challenges in the wilderness. But this particular video pushed him further than expected. His goal was to stealth camp overnight in a forest near Thunder Bay Airport, an unusual and risky location from the start.
Okay. Oh, it's just non-stop cars. Oh, it's not moving. I got my jacket on. You won't see what I am. If I just stand like this, you won't see me. You won't see me. Okay. Let's go further in. Okay. Now, we're a little further in here. I think, shit, a lot of these trees are small. They look better from the road. And it's close. Oh, perfect. Oh, fuck. What's all that? Well, that's a fun surprise. Syringes everywhere. Hello? Oh, fuck. Great. I'm gonna hope that it just means somebody fucking shot up before getting on a plane. And that nobody's actually living here. Fuck. So.
He made his way deep into the forest, though the constant noise of traffic and aircraft never fully disappeared. Early on, he came across something unsettling, a bag filled with needles. It was a clear sign that he might not be alone out there. Despite that, he continued setting up his camp, but the atmosphere felt different. There was a constant sense that something wasn't right, like he was being watched.
Best case scenario, nobody comes and bugs me. I guess worst case scenario, a bear eats me. Or a crackhead, one or the other. I swear I heard a coyote or something. Up here could be a wolf. Sleep, holding on to my mace just in case. Not really worried about the animals though. I feel between the highway right there and the sound of the planes will keep them away. So, unless something interesting happens, I'll see you in the morning.
As night fell, things only became more intense. The sounds around him grew louder, a mix of distant traffic, planes overhead, and something else. Something in the woods. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, a noise nearby jolted him awake.
There's something in the woods. Ah! Get! Security. And there's something in the woods. I'm trying to just get rid of it as a way. Get. Open a porcupine, that would have hurt. Oh. My heart rate's way up. trailer. I'm starting to... There's a slight smell of fox in the air now. So I'm actually starting to think it was a fox. Whew, yeah.
Startled, he shouted out into the darkness, hoping to scare whatever it was away. But the tension didn't fade. Later, around 3 a.m., alarms began echoing from the nearby airport, adding to the already overwhelming atmosphere.
At like 3:11, there's car alarms going off from the parking area. People are starting to arrive, so get ready for their flights. So it is time for me to pack up. Ooh, it's chilly.
Still, he stayed. Determined to complete the challenge, he pushed through until morning. By 6 a.m., he packed up and left, having successfully completed the camp, but not without feeling the weight of everything around him. Because sometimes, it's not just the wilderness you have to worry about. It's what might already be out there with you. Living life on the road can be exciting and freeing, but it also comes with its challenges. Constantly searching for new places to stay, never fully knowing your surroundings, and sometimes finding yourself in situations where things don't feel right. In this video, a van lifer finds herself in exactly that position, forced to make a decision that could have put her at risk if she ignored her instincts. She begins by explaining how she had been camping with friends, planning to stay an extra day while the others were set to leave. But as they were packing up, one of her friends had a bad encounter on the way out, something serious enough to completely change her plans.
So I am trying to get myself all packed up here because I'm leaving this campsite basically because I do not feel safe. So friends and I got here Friday and spent Friday night and Saturday night here out in the desert, and the long weekend I was planning on staying another day. Friends are leaving today, but I wanted to stay an extra day because it is raining on the coast, actually maybe 2 or 3 days. But one of our friends left this morning, and as he was driving out, he said there was another camper down the road that was just kind of belligerent, incoherent in a way, yelling and swearing at him and kind of not in the right state of mind. And you know, he's only camping a couple 100 yards down from me, so I certainly don't want to be here alone, and I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to go tonight. So I'm just gonna pack up. The last of my friends are packing up as well, so we're gonna head out together. And then once we get to the main road and we know we're past this camper that's concerning, I'm gonna go to my destination and they're gonna head to their home. So I think I'm gonna head somewhere that I've never been before. It's very well known for the nomad lifestyle. It's called Bombay Beach at the Salton Sea. And it's kind of got, if you've heard of Slab City, I think it's kind of got that vibe, but it's got a lot of nomads there, some art installations on the beach and everything, and you can stay there. There's people that own the land, but they've opened it up for people like myself to camp at for free. So I've always wanted to check it out, and so that's where I plan to head today.
Suddenly, staying behind alone no longer felt like an option. Trusting her gut, she packed up and left with them, knowing it was the safer decision. She had another campsite in mind and set off, hoping for a more peaceful spot. When she arrived near the beach, something immediately felt off.
I'm not sure if this scene is my vibe. I think like the way
to feel welcome is to get out of your vehicle and go around and walk around and meet people, but with my wheelchair, that's just not happening with this sand, even though it's kind of hard packed on the roads. Like, just getting to some of the art installations, it's not really going to be easy at all. Yeah, I kind of just feel like I'm glad I came to check it out and see what it's all about, but I don't know if I'm going to stay here. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to keep driving around, look at some of the art, and then kind of make a decision from there. Yuck. Looks like somebody left a bunch of bottles of pee there. That's sad. Why would people do that? Just ruins it all. So according to iOverlander, this is like the designated area where you can park up. And it looks like there's a couple people that are like grouped together. And I could park here, but yeah, there's not a lot of space or privacy. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna just keep going down the road instead of feeling kind of out of place here, or, you know, it's not like I don't feel welcome, but it would be a lot different if I knew somebody else or was with somebody else and could go explore easily and meet people. But yeah, it's okay. Totally cool place to come and visit and see, but as far as staying here, I think I'm gonna go find somewhere else. So I'm at this camp spot that was just 10 minutes down the road from Bombay Beach, but there's lots of empty spots, but there's only one person here. There's a car here, and like, I don't know, the windows are smashed out. It is full of stuff, and they're the only one here. And it's pretty remote here, I guess. Like, there's a highway there, but the campground itself is pretty remote. And so again, I'm not really feeling the vibe here, and it's not even really close to the water. So I'm gonna continue down the road again and see if I can find another spot to sleep. So yeah, there's just a little primitive campground here. I think it's $10 a night, but I'm really far from the water. And like I said, I'm not feeling the vibe that there's just one other person here. I'm sure that, they could be a perfectly wonderful person, but I'm just not feeling the vibes here. So on we go.
The area didn't sit right with her, so without hesitating too long, she moved on again, driving further until she found another location. But even there, things didn't improve. The place was remote, quiet, too quiet, with only one car parked nearby, its windows smashed. It didn't feel safe, and once again that sense of unease pushed her to leave. Refusing to ignore that feeling, she kept driving until she eventually found another campsite, this time with other campers nearby. It wasn't perfect, but it felt safer than being completely alone. The rest of the day went smoothly. She met another camper, had a friendly interaction, and for the first time that day, things felt normal again. But the experience stuck with her, because sometimes it's not about what you see, it's about what you feel. And in situations like this, knowing when to leave can make all the difference. Those were some of the most unsettling camping encounters caught on camera. Moments that prove even the most peaceful places can quickly turn terrifying once darkness falls. If you enjoyed tonight's video, make sure to like and subscribe for more unsettling videos.